So welcome, I'm Ivy Rivera, Psychic Medium. This is your short scope for the week of Tuesday, July 2nd to Tuesday, July 9th. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do that at ivyriverapsychicmedium.com or click the link below. This is going up on YouTube and it will go up on my Facebook wall and up on Instagram for about 24 hours. So you guys can subscribe to me on YouTube at Ask Medium to receive your monthly and weekly horoscopes. My summer sale, buy one, get one 50% off, does end on the 4th of July for readings. And I will be, along with my 15-year-old daughter, a bunch of graduates and students from the Ivy League Psychic Academy, and Paul will be doing a public psychic fair on the 13th at the beautiful Margin Manor Winery. So catch us there for readings. What is going on this week? So July 2nd to July 9th, Aries, what's happening with you? Aries, as soon as I go over here with you, I feel like my right ear is ringing. Some people get it like an annoying ringing, almost tinnitus. Some people get it like a pressure in the ears, like when an airplane goes up or comes down, and other people just feel it kind of like an annoying tingling or like a seashell being up to the ear. What this means is that your higher mind, your psychic ability, your gut intuition is kicking in, and it is telling you something. It is going to be important this week that you're stopping whenever that happens and you're analyzing your thoughts, the circumstances around you, the people around you. They're showing me this, and I do feel like I'm getting this from your work and money guides. So if your work and money guides are coming in, they're ringing your ear, or they're alerting you to the fact that your ears are ringing, there are messages about how to handle your money. Now, we can't get to it all today, so you're going to have to pay attention throughout the week. But primarily what I'm feeling for you is that it's important that some of you go slow on a business deal, a business proposal, some type of an opportunity where it might come hard and fast, and you may feel like it's direct and it's saying, go, 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 make a decision. You may also want to hold on to your money. This is not a good time to be loaning anyone money. This may be an area where you need to be cautious about investing in a business. Just be mindful of that. I'm also hearing that it's really important, especially on Wednesday and Thursday of this upcoming week, that you're not holding yourself back. I see some of you being really excessively restrictive with your willingness to give love, to talk in a loving manner to someone that you have a romantic partnership with. And my feeling here is that it's really important for you to come from a place of love, not fear. So try not to come from a place of ego or control or walling someone out. Try to just say to yourself before you open your mouth or react to them, say what would be the most loving thing for me, for this person, and just do that. And then you don't have to be so nitpicky about how you handle things. It will naturally come and be supported by the universe. Taurus, what do I have going on for you? Taurus, I have a prosperity for you this week, but only when you're putting in the hard work. So it's prosperity from your efforts. We could say that this is karmic payout, which is really great. But I also feel that there's some cleansing going on. The cleansing that I see happening with you has been going on now for approximately 3 to 4 months, but in a more intense way the last 2 days and the last 2 weeks. So with all of this cleansing, if you've been doing it right, you should have gotten rid of some things that weren't working for you. One of the things that I'm hearing is that there would have been people in your close circle, family, friends, lovers, whatever, children, who were disrespecting you in some way. Now, they weren't doing it blatantly, and they weren't doing it deliberately to disrespect you, but I want you to analyze whether or not you're actually being supported by the company that you're keeping. And you know what? If you're not, I don't care whether they're bloodline, if they're friends that have been there since elementary school, if it has grown toxic, then it needs to be released. Okay, so we have that going on. Now, if you have properly dealt with that, you will be allowed, now that I see this prosperity opportunity coming in for you, to take advantage of it. So make sure you got that work done. Go back, dot your I's, cross your T's. On Friday, I have a really dynamic day coming up for you, not only in love, but also in your opportunity to communicate love over to somebody. So if there's someone you haven't declared it to, you're going to need to. Also, if there was someone that you had a falling out with, or there have been hardships in the relationship, including with your parents, we could see some recovery on that day, an opportunity to take it up to the next level in a healing, productive way. Still keep your guard up and set your boundaries, but it's there nonetheless. Gemini, my fellow Geminis, what do I have going on for you? Fire, fire, fire. Fire on the mountain, fire, fire. There are two fires here, and there's one fire out a little bit further. Now, what that's going to mean is that we're looking over here in your, technically in your present energy, but really it's more over here to the future, within like the next week. What I see going on with these fires, these aren't representing cleansing as they often do for me. They're actually representing something being ignited. So it's as though you have all of these great opportunities to take advantage of something brand new, something that is on fire, something that could, what does fire do? Rapidly expands, out of control on its own. So it's the type of thing that you won't have to work at very hard. There are two different areas where this is happening, and they are connected somehow. Now, what's interesting here is that you have a third fire coming up shortly after it. Now, that is not falling in a destiny charted direction like these other two. That's actually falling in a free will direction. So if you were to keep your eyes open, especially Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, and then again on Saturday, you would be hearing, and seeing these opportunities in relation to this third opportunity, and you would have to say, okay, I'm ready to shake it up. I'm ready to step out of bounds. I'm ready to do something new. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to go get this. I'm going to take it, but it is going to require a bit of blind faith, and it may be out of your comfort zone or what you're used to doing. All of these look really, really good. I do have talk of what would appear to be an ex or a past relationship, something that ended in somewhat of a dysfunctional way. I feel that some of you deserve an apology, and that may be coming to you. That doesn't mean have amnesia and go back. It just means accept it, and that's lovely. Thank you very much. Cancer, what's going on, my fellow Cancers? I have a lot of almost like heavy weight being put upon you, but I'm supposed to say you're doing that to yourself. So be mindful of what is yours and what is others in terms of responsibility. Be mindful of what you should be taking on mentally and what you should set aside. Be mindful of what emotions you should be entertaining and which ones you should be shutting off and clearing out of your energy field. And I'm going to say it this way: do not allow for depression and heavy negative lower energies to take over you this week and drag you down. The smartest thing for you to do would be to have an attitude of steal it from some of the other zodiac signs, okay? The Geminis, the Aquarius, the Sag. I mean, look at the way they just kind of water off a duck's back. Who cares? Whatever. Be quick on the go and be quick to release. If something strikes you as heavy or negative, or if it is costing your self-esteem to dip, then you're going to have to say the price is too high on this and shrug it off. It's going to require that you keep your mind steady and you have replacement thoughts, because this is easier said than done. And as Cancer, I understand this. But no more excuses. You have to learn this tactic eventually. So replace it with more positive thoughts. I am hearing from a lot of male energy around you. Males like brothers, uncles, friends, fathers, grandfathers. These are also people from your past. And for those of you who aren't surrounded by them, this would be memories of interactions with these people or them coming to you in spirit. I have a lot of male energy coming in, trying to support you this week, but sometimes it would appear that your relationships with these people were full of friction and tension, and you may be receiving some healing and a sense of completion with that. It's also important for you on Tuesday that you're putting your money away. I feel like there could be some investment opportunities coming up for you within the next 3 weeks or a month. And if you've properly put that money away and have budgeted or taken another assessment of your finances and you have everything in order, this is going to pay off nicely for you. For some of you, I'm hearing a house, real estate, property, moving in that direction. Leo, what is happening with Leo? Leo, I have you talking a lot and then feeling like, oh, maybe I said too much. This is around Tuesday. And then I have you overanalyzing the heck out of it, wondering, like, if I said too much, what do I do about it? Can I retract it? No, you really can't. So it's sort of like just roll with the punches. Whether it's something you did, it's something you said. I feel like people are going to be forgiving of that situation, but I do feel like you need to be a little bit more mindful of your communication this week in general. I also feel you rolling very quickly with a power position or a leadership position. Not to say that you even wanted it, but I do feel like you're enjoying being up on stage. It seems that everybody wants a piece of you. Now, this can be charming and, everybody wants what I have to offer. And then it's like, ugh, this is exhausting and it feels gross. And you don't like people tugging. And so I think you're really going to have to work with your boundaries this week. And you're just going to have to say, you know what, this is what I have available. And please don't cross that line and come at me. Okay, so boundary setting, how often you're answering those texts, you're responding to those emails, maybe limit your social media. But if you are wise and you balance this, you could take it all. You can have it all. And within balance, with you having the upper hand and the ultimate control over it, and it can actually double your prosperity within the next 3 months. So take advantage. I see somebody, just also real quick, Leos, I see somebody coming at you, whether this be like a father, a brother, a demanding husband, a son, whatever. I don't think it's so much a son. It's someone who seems to think that they have some type of authority over you in some way. Somebody coming at you demanding, and you need to real quick lay that line down and be like, don't. Okay, that is not how you ask me for something. Virgos, what is happening with you this week? I feel somebody in my cat. Come here. Hey, this is Jesus, aka Jesus, and Esmeralda. We'll do the best that we can. So Virgos, what is going on with you this week? I feel somebody coming at you, putting pressure, putting some demands. This person or this situation may have already been there to the past, and it's almost like they're saying this is on deadline, or you need to make a decision, or we want to expand with this business opportunity, or if you're doing remodeling on your house, or if this is a legal issue. It just feels like all of a sudden it comes at you, and you may feel as though it's almost hitting a brick wall because you don't have, whether you don't have energetically, financially, mentally, it's almost as though you can't supply it. I feel this way about it. That isn't true, and the universe is supporting you in this decision. I feel that you do have what's necessary, but it is an illusion that time constraint is what they're telling you. That deadline can be moved. So if you were just to buy a little bit more time, whether that be 4 days, 4 weeks, I feel that you would be more comfortable. I also see somebody coming in who looks to me like a lover. This could be your spouse, your partner. I see someone coming in with a loving romantic heart for you, but also coming in from your future and making me feel like they're also very gentle with you. It feels more like a friendship. And what I'm sensing here is that this person wants to get at you through friendship first. And it might be wise for you to give them a minute and explore what the options are. Libra, what is happening with you? Thursday I have for Libra. I also have Friday afternoon and into the evening. Secrets. Keep it a secret, I'm hearing. I also feel like people around you are keeping secrets. And then it's like everything is being revealed. What are all these secrets? Why is everyone doing this? I guess that's going to be your task this week, is to figure out what that's all about. My sense here is that you're trying to be more open, and you've really been putting in a lot of hard work, and you're wondering right now where the benefits are. Are you really able to reap everything that you thought you should be sowing here? So karmically, there seems to be a call for more payout than what you're actually getting. And I think that you're supposed to stay steady. Don't lose your patience. Try not to get burnt out. You really have enough energy right now to sustain you for a while longer. I do have birthdays, anniversaries coming up for a lot of you. I feel like a time of celebration, almost like a 3-day period of that going on, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But it's important that you stop and you celebrate. Pay attention also to your loved ones, the deceased. Where are these birthdays and anniversaries? You have an awful lot of loved ones coming in and watching out over you. It's also important that you do a little bit of a getaway. So I don't care if you go, you tan on the beach, you go out to a ball game, you go play, you go bowling, whatever. I do have on this upcoming weekend, it's really important that you get away for like a 2-day period and recoup, because you have some big stuff coming up in the middle of the upcoming week. See what's happening here for Scorpio. Scorpio, don't hold yourself back this week. I feel that you're watching very carefully circumstances, people, things that have been offered to you, things that you were told were going to happen. And it's important that, yes, while you're observing all of this, you don't stay in that little box peeking out and spying for too long. If everything is going to pan out in your favor over the next few weeks, it's important that you step out of your comfort zone, you step out of your box, and you start interacting with the people and the circumstances. It's almost like, look around. If I were to give a project to one of my employees and I never went and checked on them, sometimes I go back weeks later and I'm like, what is this train wreck? Or nobody did anything, or this isn't at all. What am I paying you for? It's that type of a scene. You need to go make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that the situation is looking the way you intended for it to. Now, what I'm also sensing with you is a lot of, I want to say, self-healing. I keep getting the hot hands. Now, when we get tingling in our hands and feet, we call it hot hands, and when we do Reiki, it's an energy healing. It doesn't have to mean necessarily that you need to go get certified in Reiki, but you could. It really means that there's healing energy vibrating through you. This is divine source giving you this. And it would be great if you're putting it out and giving it to other people. For right now, I really feel like it has everything to do with you. It also has to do with where you're headed. And if you don't heal some of the things that are going on with you this week mentally and emotionally, your footing may be a little bit off track going forward. So take the time to do it, especially when you do feel that tingling and that heating up in your feet and in your hands. What are we on? Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Do you want to let the cats out?
Yes.
This is gonna go endlessly until we're like harassed into getting up regardless. Sagittarius, what is going on with you? I want to say be mindful of emotional eating this week. We all love pasta. We all love bread, right? Bread is life. We could all probably sit down and eat a cake. I could anyways. My sense here is that you might want to avoid like carbohydrates or whatever your sugar addictions or whatever your kind of like habits are in addictive, escapist type ways. Be mindful of that, because you could really get off track this week. I feel that it may have started from a fun place, but it could quickly spiral in a downward direction for some of you. For others, I actually feel like there's something you're avoiding. And I think it's really important that when you find yourself with a bad habit, and I'm choking. So I feel like there's something that's not being said. Your issue is that you either haven't said everything that you were supposed to say to someone, or in a situation that isn't ideal for you, it has become toxic. It has become stagnant. It's robbing you of what you feel is your authentic self and your life path. You haven't stood up and dealt with it. Now, for those of you that did, it wasn't received. You were negated, neglected, disrespected. When that boomerangs back into your energy field, it'll read as a closed throat chakra. I would not be surprised if a lot of you have been dealing with like phantom allergies or nasal infections, drainage, swollen glands, things like this. I can't prescribe a diagnosis, but you have to get this off your chest this week. You do have a lot of grandmothers and maternal energies coming in here helping you with this, as well as your joy guide, okay? And pay attention to your dreams because they're going to show you how to best do it and when to best do it there in your dreams, especially Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. Capricorn, is that what I'm on? Yes. Capricorn. I feel that you've been taking on more than what is actually yours to take on. It's going to be really important that if there's a project, a relationship, for many of you, I'm actually hearing that this is in a love partnership. I don't even know if this is a partnership. What kind of partnership is that in balance? That's not even a fair word. For those of you that are also dating lightly or you're dating someone new and they've already become like a suck on your energy, cut that off quick. Now, what I'm feeling for you is almost like a pain in the back in a literal sense. So for some of you may be dealing with this, of course, in the literal sense, like a slipped disc. But for others, I feel like it's actually put there from other people's energy. So I want to talk a little bit about like empathic awareness, being aware that all humans are capable of picking up other people's energy and carrying it around in your body as though it were your own. This is not all yours. So you need to do some boundary setting this week. I also feel that some of you may be dealing with loss, whether this be funerals, this be loss of pets. For many of you, it's really more in your circle of people that they may be dealing with a lot of loss, and it's kind of coming back onto you to help them out. By all means, be there for them in those ways. And if you're receiving prophetic messages or mediumistic type messages, deliver those, okay? You don't have to be certified as a medium to deliver mediumship messages. It's really important. That's going to be coming to you this week. Capricorns, you may have a trip coming up or offer of a trip. I feel water, I feel a cruise, I feel a vacation. And if there's talk of it, for some of you, I see Stonehenge or like Europe. If there's talk of a trip, I feel like book it, okay? This would be this year is a good year for you to do this. And right now would be the time. Aquarius, what is happening? Money, 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 money. It's all about money for Aquarius this week. I don't know what you guys have been doing, but you have been shedding old skin. I see snakes, I see lizards, I see chameleons. I see chameleons changing into other colors. I see all these other reptiles shedding old skin. This feels like it's been a long time coming. Something happened with your thought process where you finally said once and for all, I'm done, and then you put it into action. All of a sudden, the universe is able to kick in, okay? So we could say this is karmic. We could say it's like reciprocity. It's within the balance. It's within the way. It is within your life contract, and it has to do with manifestation and law of attraction. All of a sudden, all this good stuff starts to come to you, and it's coming, they're showing it to me in the form of cash. Now, what that means is that it's going to give you something substantial enough to live off of for a long extended period of time. Quite frankly, this looks like the rest of your life. You could just build upon this from here in whatever way you choose. Some of it, though, feels to me like it's love. You maybe, finally, the universe can give you a love partner because you've now earned it. We don't always connect the dots. We don't think, well, if I made this adjustment with my work, then I'm going to find a lover. But it does actually work that way. It's all interconnected. There are no divides here. That's a total illusion. And for the rest of you, I feel almost like it's like upheaval, and it's like purging and getting rid of things that were no longer working for you in relationships, in your living situations. And once that's gone, all the best right things can start to fall into place, and that's exactly what you can expect this week. I don't really have specific dates because it's going to be constant for you, so just go with it. But Thursday and Saturday do look peak prosperity days, and Sunday evening. Pisces, the last one of the zodiac. What is going on with you? I see marbles. I see a bunch of marbles, and I see also bowling balls. So I feel like this is a time for you to go out and play, but in a sort of quiet, subtle manner. I see you surrounded by people who bring you comfort. So I see that you might want to stay in your comfort zone this week a little bit, at least the first 3 days, which means we're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, when I see all of these marbles, I'm under the impression that, this is going to show my age. You'll know what I'm talking about. If you've ever heard of jacks, okay, it was like a real game when we had nothing. We also had kick the can and a bunch of other things. Now, back in the 80s. Now, with jacks, what you're actually doing is you're taking a bouncy ball and you're bouncing it, and you're picking up, whether they be like marbles or you're picking up these little metal things. I see you playing these games, but with yourself. This week for you, it's all about you testing your limits, but within yourself, you're trying to analyze what you're really capable of. And you're looking at your circumstances, you're looking at your potential future over the next couple years, and you're saying, where do I want to be? And what am I capable of picking up right now to feed that? I do feel that the universe is supporting you in it in two different ways. One way is that they're providing you with a person, a mentor, a superior, someone in a position of power to give you something. They're providing that person who's had watchful eyes on you up until now anyways, so you may have an opportunity there. The other way is that it's been shown to you already through dreams, through conversation with others. Remember, humans are the mouthpiece for God. You've been shown other options, and it could for many of you mean moving out of state, out of the country, out of your comfort zone. And they may not come easy. It may be a leap of faith, but the opportunities are being presented. I feel like take it, and don't hold yourself back, okay? Also, don't hide this week, okay? Make sure you keep pushing yourself out there, and go. Stop stopping. Stop halting. Stay in the flow. If it feels good, it probably is good. All right, everybody, thanks so much. I'll be here. When is our next show? Tuesday, July 16th for Ask a Medium. This will go up on Facebook, on Instagram, and on my YouTube channel. Subscribe on my YouTube channel, Ask a Medium, Reverend Ivy Rivera, for updates with your horoscope weekly and monthly. Thanks so much.